Hi, I'm Drew Davis, and we are at Rizzieri Aveda School, and welcome to our Beauty Boss segment. Okay, I am so excited, guys. This is our first episode, and I have probably one of my favorite people here today. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name's Juls Marco Ramos. I graduated from Rizzieri Aveda Institute back in June with perfect attendance, and I was an honors row student.
So, Jules, Honors Row.
Right.
Tell people what that's about.
So basically, honors row is something you have to audition for here at Rizzieri. You have to kind of fall into a certain qualification amount of hours. Your grades have to be at a certain level, and then you audition at 900 hours of your time for honors row, and you're on honors row after that.
So with Honors Row, you get to do some cool things. You get like the first people that get picked to go to New York Fashion Week with Frank Rizzieri. You get to do a lot of the cool like shoots that we have. So it's really something that we hold to our highest standard. And sometimes we don't even have an Honors Row because people don't make the cut. So it's like the Harvard of cosmetology school. So what are you doing now? Because I see you all over, and I see who you're working for and stuff. So tell people about that.
So I work for Martino Cartier Salon. He is a well-known celebrity stylist, also the founder of Wigs for Wishes, which is an organization that provides free wigs for women and children going through chemotherapy. So when I've known him for a long time, and that's something that really spoke to my heart, because for me, it's always just been more than hair. It's about how it makes you feel. For me, hair is always something that changed my confidence. It changes my look. It changes my attitude. So when I found out he was doing that for people who had lost something so important to their identity, I was really touched, and I just had to work for him.
Right. That's awesome. And Frank Rizzieri, our owner, and Martino are friends, and they've worked together. So do you feel like that working for him, he kind of sees you at maybe like a higher level than other people?
I definitely think that the education you get at Rizzieri with the Rizzieri name attached to your diploma and your certifications in doing hair kind of does put you a little bit at that next tier in the hairdressing world and where we live. I feel like once they see Rizzieri on that certificate, it kind of gets you a little bit further just because they know how well Rizzieri prepares you and how much they teach us about this industry is amazing. My education was completely phenomenal.
Yay. And I didn't tell to say that, okay? I didn't tell Jules to say that. So that is just from experience alone. I know that you're passionate about a lot of other things, and we've talked about kind of like your career path and your personal path. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so what I'm really most passionate as of right now is just being a huge advocate and kind of the voice and where I'm from and for my generation for the LGBTQ community. For me, it was always so much more about hair and makeup. Being a transgender female, it was how I completed myself every day. It wasn't just how other people saw me, it was how I saw myself. And it wasn't just about being pretty, it was about being complete in my eyes. And when growing up, without, makeup additions or hair additions, I didn't feel so complete. Hair doesn't just grow overnight. So hair extensions and hair pieces probably became one of my biggest passions of all. It just can change your look. You can look like this one day. You can look short, long, feminine,
You can slay this whole session with what you got
Thank
going on right
you.
now.
But no, it really became a huge passion of mine just because some people aren't as fortunate to be blessed with these type of things naturally. So the fact that things like that are on the market to make you feel more confident, more beautiful is really cool.
Awesome. And so I know we've talked when Jules was in school, we talked about maybe like an extension line in the future or just kind of looking into that. I mean, could be goals, 5-10 years, but it's always good to put that out now. So is that something you're still interested in?
It's something I'm definitely still interested in and something I'm actually kind of in the process of researching for myself.
Yeah.
A lot goes into it, but I've always wanted to own something of my own. So many lines have things I love, but I wish I could put everything I loved from all these different companies into my own thing. And it'd be great to just come out with something I know is amazing and works all the time and works for everybody and is cost friendly as well.
All right. So look out for that in the future. We'll definitely share once that happens because I know it will. So last question I have is, tell me why you're a beauty boss.
I just feel like I'm a beauty boss. I feel so like, I'm a beauty boss.
You are, though.
I really came into school knowing exactly what I wanted and who I was, and I wasn't going to get lazy or slack off. I did my homework. I studied for every exam. I was here every day. I drove 45 minutes here and back with perfect attendance while working full time. I just really knew what I wanted, and I did not want to get distracted by anything. And I know what my goals are in life, and I just don't want to be a regular behind the chair hairdresser. I want to go places. I want to, educate people on who I am and what my community stands for and how we can be beauty bosses just as much as anyone else can. Transgender, gay, black, white, Hispanic, anyone. And that's probably one of my biggest passions right now.
Tell everybody how they can get in touch with you, follow you.
Okay, so my Instagram is Juls Marco Hair with a C, and then my personal account where I share a lot about myself and transgender issues and everyday topics and fashion and hair tips is Juls Marco with just a C and an O at the end.
Perfect. Everybody, go follow now, and thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I love seeing you. Bye, guys. Take care. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I'd love for you to follow us on social media. So head over to Instagram, follow at Rizzieri EDU or at Rizzieri Salons _spas. We are on Facebook. You can find us if you type in Rizzieri, and our website is www.rizzieri.com.